couple days ago, my dad dropped me off at the bus for the beginning of the tour, and I was really excited and nervous to meet everybody. It felt like when I was a kid going to camp and meeting people for the first time and knowing that I was going to have to live in a small space with them for an extended period of time. It's been 2 days down on the tour, and they've been awesome. The shows have been great, but I cannot wait for the rest of this tour. I've been looking forward to so many of the shows, mostly just exploring the country and going to places I haven't been before. This tour is literally going everywhere, I feel like, in the States pretty much, and it's going to be some great exploring and meeting cool people. So here we have the tour bus. Now these two couches here in the beginning, they might look exactly the same, but they serve two separate purposes. This one is for hanging out and getting wild, and this one is for making music and doing professional stuff. And so you can't mix and match either of these couches. They're for two very separate reasons. If we keep going back, we got this chair. This is where the head honchos sit. So the tour manager and merchandising do all their hard work here with their computer. Basically walk on back and we got my bunk. So if you want to imagine me after a gig going to sleep, I would have to whip this open and with all my strength somehow hop from this ground all the way up into that bunk. The sleep area, workstation, hangout station, that's what you got.
Can't stop, it won't stop, 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 can't stop, 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 it won't stop.
This is my mother, Mari, and my big sister, Sasha. Do you remember what I was like in school?
You had a really hard time focusing in school.
I was always better at focusing when I was passionate about something.
For Jordan, this feels really like it makes sense that he went into this profession.
What I'm really proud of Jordan for doing is being able to be an amazing business person in this, because it really is a business, and it takes a lot of savvy.
I am so proud of Jordan.
It's supposed to happen, man.
On my way in to do the last gig of in California. We've done Sacramento, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. Now we're doing Orange County, Santa Ana. It's the last one. I love this state. I won't be back for 3 months, but hopefully the next time I'm here, I'll be living in this state. I'm going to give this to someone in the crowd tonight because it's Valentine's Day here. I'm just going to give it to the person who looks like they need flowers the most. Maybe the loneliest person in the crowd, like myself. We're in New York looking for pizza, good pizza, and we have no idea where to go, so we're just walking around aimlessly because we have 4 hours to kill before the first show. So every day we get meals and we get to eat. So we do a little bit of research on the bus as to what the best restaurants with the most famous dishes from the area are. We do it like we just got to New York, so obviously I had to get pizza. But I had alligator in New Orleans and gumbo in New Orleans. New Orleans was like where I ate everything. The worst, I've had some really bad breakfasts, like late night, not like a knockoff Denny's, like when you're in a truck stop and it's called like American Truck Diner, and it's just like the eggs taste like they might be like rat eggs or something like that. Not that rats lay eggs, but if rats laid eggs, that's what I might be eating. On days like today where I woke up on the earlier side and actually have a good amount of time before my gig, I spend, I'd say, half the time working on music and producing, and then the other parts of the time I just will be searching Beatport for new tracks, checking my emails for new tracks, and trying to build up better songs for my set. At Best Buy Theater, Times Square, New York City for night 2. I wanted to be able to give almost everybody something to go home with, and that's a hard thing to do. But what I do have is I have matchbooks that I'm able to throw out hundreds of them per show, and that's the closest I can get to giving something to everyone. And then I usually will throw out like a t-shirt or something like that to one person that's having a really good time, and I always look for that one person who's been either jumping the hardest or smiling the most or just looks like they need a t-shirt because they might be homeless, something like that. That was fun. It was another good New York night. I'm hot and sweaty as usual. In Los Angeles, we have 4 days off of the tour. I decided to fly down to LA to finish up a song that I've been working on with Zedd. So we're at Interscope Studios in Santa Monica, California. Usually when I'm making music, it's a pretty personal thing for me. I used to produce in my house, and I had to pretty quickly rent a studio because I can't produce even with my roommates in the same house because they just will be bugging me, saying the littlest things like, no, that doesn't sound right. And I like to be on my own, in my own zone for it. When I'm collabing with people, it's been a harder thing for me to do. I mean, I've done a few collabs with people I haven't in a long time, and it was hard for me to sit down and let people hear what I was doing while I'm making it because I'm pretty critical of my own work. In Chicago for the second to last gig, and because it's my hometown, I'm moving out of the bus. I'm gonna go drop my stuff off at home, then I'm gonna drive myself in my car up to Minnesota for the last gig tomorrow. Just dropped everything off to my house, and tonight I'm gonna have all my friends come out to my hometown gig.
You played me some of his music, and it's like, I've never heard any music like that before.
From where he was then to where he's come now, I mean, it's just amazing.
In Chicago, hometown, 4,500 tickets sold out. Let's do it. We're in somewhere, Wisconsin, on the way to Minnesota for the last gig of the tour. It's weird driving my car again because I've been gone for so long. And I haven't driven in 3 months, and I'm actually like feeling kind of like I lost a lot of my driving skills. Yep, we just got to Minnesota, last show of the tour. I've been looking forward to this day, but actually, as we were driving up here, it was the first time it kind of hit me that it's all over. And I've been used to this lifestyle of hanging out with everyone on the bus, and I've really gotten to know everybody and really enjoyed this tour a lot. So I've got a little bit of sadness coming from it, but I'm really excited to get back into the studio. It's done, and I'm really happy about the tour. It was an amazing tour. It was some of the best times of my life on this tour. I met a lot of great people, had a lot of great shows. I'm happy it's over, but I'll miss everybody on that bus.